Hi, my name is Mark Keller, and this August 7th, 2022, I'm going to be biking 600 kilometers from Toronto to Montreal to raise money for the People with AIDS Foundation, otherwise known as the PWA. But what is the PWA and what exactly do they do? Today, I'm going to take you inside the place where your donations support. Let's go! I sat down with Kyle Vose, PHA Engagement Coordinator of the PWA, and I asked him who uses the services of the foundation.
Anybody living with HIV could be anywhere that's newly diagnosed to those that are living long-term and coming to Canada, immigrating to Canada. We have a lot of families, we have a lot of straight men, women, we serve a lot of seniors right now, long-term survivors that are living with HIV from the early days. So our community members could be anybody that you could be living next door to you, could be people that you see on the bus and subway every day.
Can you tell me what services does the PWA provide to its community members?
Yeah, so they're very vast. We try to provide services that other agencies aren't providing. So the main thing we do is we start out with an intake, and it's usually another community member that's trained to do the intake. So that way, especially if people are newly diagnosed, and we have a connection with, for example, Hassle Free, where people that get newly diagnosed will get an email, and we start emailing and connecting that person, getting to meet somebody, and them also telling you that they're also HIV positive, and learning from them. And so then once we get them in, we hear their story, we understand what their needs are. We also help with immigration letters. And then we also have a couple programs. So I have the Men's Health Peer Navigator program, and Catherine, my colleague, has the Power program, which is for women. And so sometimes we need to send people to this appointment or that appointment over here. And if English is their second language or they don't speak English, we try to connect them with a peer community member that speaks that language, who will then accompany them to these doctor's appointments. And then we also have like a seniors program, so the seniors can get a check every year. We have a positive children's fund, so that those parents that have children that are HIV positive, we have a Finding Your Voice training that I've created, which is like a 4-day training. And so we do everything from disclosure to HIV to harm reduction to speaker's idol, where everybody that comes into the training stands up and tells their story. Talk about their life before HIV, how they got infected, and what they did to survive, because it's all about the survival.
So in short, the PWA does a lot. So could you tell me how the bike rally assists the PWA?
It's a great asset to the work that we do, and we wouldn't be able to do a quarter of the work without the funding from the bike rally. And then being on the bike rally and being out in the community, it breaks down that stigma. It breaks down, it helps have conversations through all these little towns all the way to Montreal, stopping in Tim Hortons and people are like, what are you guys doing and why are you doing this? And then people wanting to donate, it's almost like we have to carry little donation boxes wherever we go because people want to sponsor. Part of my role being on the bike rally in the past, being staff, was if people had issues or needed someone to talk to, so we had community members that were talking about disclosing to their family. And I remember one night somebody was calling their whole family. They started with their mom, and then they went to their dad, and next thing you know, they were like disclosing to everybody that didn't know, and they're like, oh, they felt so much better. And you see people coming out of their house knowing that we're going to come, and they're at their lawn chairs and cheering everybody on. Churches will come out and provide water. So it really helps break down that stigma on top of collecting all this money that we're able to use for our community.
I just brought back some amazing memories. I just wanted to thank you so much for everything that you do here at the PWA, and thank you so much for talking to me today.
Anytime. Always happy to help.
I am sitting here with Samdat. Samdat, do you want to explain what you do here at the PWA?
Hi Mark, it's so awesome to meet you.
Great to meet you too.
And I'm Samdat Ramisar, and I'm the food programs coordinator here at the Toronto People with AIDS Foundation. The Essentials Market is a healing space for all our community members. We try to make the services in the Essentials Market quite equitable. As we know, equality and equity are two different things. Equality is giving everybody a shoe to wear. Equity is giving everybody the right size of the shoe to wear, right? And so that is how we try to operate in the Essentials Market, ensure that there is dignity and respect for all our community members. Everybody comes with their own challenges, and when they enter the space here, we're cognizant of that, and so we want to ensure that they're very comfortable, they're not judged, They can relax, they can have a rap session with their colleagues. It's engaging, it's reinvigorating, so that when they go back home, they can be able to function well. You know what I'm saying, Mark? Also, in the practical supports program, we have a Food for Life program, and this is a weekly home delivery program that we provide to our community members who have chronic medical issues that can't make it to the doors of our food bank.
I am doing the bike rally this August to raise money for the PWA. What do you think is the most important part of the bike rally? What does it provide for the PWA?
Well, let me say first of all, Mark, thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome.
The bike rally allows the Essentials Market and PWA autonomy in terms of procuring culturally appropriate foods, for our community members that the mainstream food banks does not provide, right? So, in this regard, we, through the bike rally funds, income, we can be able to procure culturally appropriate foods for racialized community members. So the bike rally is like the main jugular vein, for PWA.
I just wanted to thank you for everything that you do here at the PWA, and I wanted to thank you for talking to me today. And that's a wrap. And that is just a small glimpse into all the amazing work the PWA does for so many people. If you are able, please sponsor me on my journey to Montreal by clicking the link below or the link in my bio so we can raise as much money as possible for such an important foundation. Thank you so much for watching.